Hi, I'm Dan Sosnowski, the editor of Chiropractic Economics magazine, and we're here at Parker Seminars Las Vegas 2018. It is my very great pleasure to introduce a living legend, Dr. Arlen Foer, the inventor of the Activator instrument. Dr. Foer, what a pleasure to have you with us.
Well, the key word is living.
Well, you're still here, so let's make the most of our time together. One of the things that really differentiates Activator is that you are in all the schools. It's taught as a formal modality, and not many people can say that. How did you go about getting Activator into the schools? Did you have any hurdles and successes along the way?
Well, it only took 50 years. And it was actually the more data we accumulated, and for people that don't know, we have now over 150 peer-reviewed papers, plus 26 clinical trials. And you ask why we were in the schools. Well, the schools have to be very careful what they put in, and there's not another instrument in chiropractic that has a clinical trial. So that was one of the criteria that the schools used.
Yeah, and mentioning clinical trials, you've always been a major proponent of research, scientific investigation. It's not enough to get anecdotal evidence. You like to see the numbers. You like to see the output, you know. Are there any studies you're currently working on or recently completed that you'd like to talk with us about?
Yeah, we have a study going on right now at the University of Madrid in Spain, and it's Arantia de Ortega that's doing the study, and she started with the Activator 5 on a safety trial, and by the way, we had to ship osteoporotic rabbits from Los Angeles because it's the only place that osteoporotic rabbits are growing. So we shipped 10 rabbits to the University of Madrid for that particular project. And what they found out was very interesting. Number one, they found out that it was safe to adjust somebody that had osteoporosis, which is a big finding in and of itself.
That's big.
But then every once in a while in research you get lucky, and she found also by time and adjusting and so forth that the trabeculum in the bone regrew. And so this was a great finding, because think of it, if you have somebody with osteoporosis and you can help them regrow some trabeculum to keep them upright and so forth in the geriatric population like we have today, that's fabulous.
That's major. Well, hey, you know, just to kind of round things out, just looking downstream, I see, you know, you've got your new Activator 4, the powered handheld instrument. I see a lot of the industries moving that way. Do you see any other trends in instrument adjusting that we should be keeping our eyes out for over the next 5-10 years or so?
Well, I think it comes back to, you know, everybody says to me, what instrument would you like to be famous for? And I tell them none, because instruments are merely an engineering thing, and what I really want to be remembered for is the analysis of being able to find out where a problem is at in the body, and then developing an instrument that will cope with that problem. So I see the future being able to identify where the subluxations are as probably one of the most important things. We've got studies going also in Australia on being able to see when we make a thrust, how long does it affect the pain cycle. And so these are things, and it'll all come about with research, and I have a saying, data always wins. And so I looked at your, by the way, editorial this time in the magazine, and it was fantastic, because we're not going to get into government programs, we're not going to get into employment programs unless we can show data. And I remember lowering the work comp costs in a factory that was close to me when I practiced full-time. Now, if I'd have known what I know today, or knew what I know today, I would have done all the data on that, because we dropped their work comp time from 15.5 days of lost time down to 2.5. Now, the CEO in the company said, you can do all of my work for that, because they don't care. They want to have their bottom line better.
Yes. Well, that's how it works, and data usually is the bottom line.
Yes.
In these investigations. Well, okay, well, Dr. Foer, it's a pleasure to connect with you again, and thanks for coming and talking with us.
Thank you for having me.